Hello there, Edison players, and welcome back to another tournament match review for round 3. I'm playing against Rowan, who's on a Gladiator beast, as we can see. And this match was quite intense. He's starting things off with Gladiator beast Darius and a set. And I start off with green gadgets, and to its effects, I chain Mystical Space Typhoon. The reason being, to play around Trap Dust Shoots in particular. I guess if he had Torrential Tribute, this might proc it as well, but it's just a shrink. Yeah, I only had the green gadgets monster-wise, so if Rowan had a Trap Dust Shoots, he would have to chain it here and get no value. But yeah, it was a shrink. My green gadget is halved, but it wasn't going to be able to attack over the Darius anyway. So, going to pass my turn. Green gadgets back to 1400. We see that he has multiple monsters in the hands. Bottomless Trap Hole as well, Starlight Road, Cold Wave. And Cold Wave is an insane card. So he's going to activate that at the start of main phase 1. And he's going to summon Bestiary. So I'm not sure what my set is. I think Torrential Trip. Yeah, Bottomless Trap Hole. So that would have been easy pickings in this case, but he's going to use the Bestiary to contact fuse for Gizaurus and attack directly after destroying all of my cards. So I'm already in a pretty tough position because in my turn I won't be able to use any spells or traps, and Rowan just freely gets to tag out. He goes for Samnite and Laquari. Laquari gaining 300, so he has a 3700 damage on board. He tries to set, but he's under Cold Wave. So here I have to read Samnite to confirm that it has to destroy a monster by battle, instead of just doing battle damage. And that is going to be the difference between me committing a gadget or not. So as you can see, I do not commit a gadget. So here's hoping that he cannot do any additional shenanigans. But 37, that would have left me at like 1900 life points. There's no Gladiator normal summon with 1900s bar Andal, but I don't think he's playing that. So he tags out the Samnite into Bestiary. He's going to set a Secutor, I believe, just to get it back in the deck by contact fusing for Gizaurus. And he's probably going to set the cards that he couldn't set last turn. So I'm in a pickle. Just look at this. But on the bright side, I get to use spells and traps again. So here is a red gadget. I believe there is no War Chariot, so my gadget sticks. And I at this point I know that I have to play it very cautiously in a way, because I'm definitely behind. So here is the plan that I have. I activate Solidarity and try to crash red gadget into Laquari. They're both at 2100. And it connects. Okay, that's the first step of the plan. Next I have Smashing Ground to destroy the Gizaurus. And there's then hoping that he doesn't have a Book of Moon or something like that. But yeah, it could have been assumed that he had a Book of Moon. Did not have Book of Moon, because then he would have used it on the gadgets. I go for another set monster, set spell or trap. Oh. So I'm still in a vulnerable position, but I have a scrap recycler. A scrap recycler is going to be able to send Machina Fortress from my deck to the graveyard, get that into play, and then recycle 2 gadgets. Get to draw a card. Now, currently the scrap recycler is at 1700. It does get like the boost of the solidarity, so I'm finally doing my first damage of the game. Play is back to Rowan, and he's also considering his options. He's setting a monster, and coming from a Gladiator beast player, that is pretty terrifying. So I discard 2 gadgets, and if the summon is successful, which it is, I call turn player priority on the recycler to play around Torrential Tribute, exactly. But unfortunately, he is going to Bottomless Trap Hole my fortress, and I shuffle back my 2 gadgets, which does turn off my solidarity, which is unfortunate, but yeah, it is what it is. I felt like getting draws is like, and he's asking me why I use priority, and I explain, yeah, for exactly Torrential Tribute. So now I know, well, I can assume that he doesn't have Torrential. Green gadgets coming down, going to use its effect to search for red gadgets. Yeah, earlier we saw in hand a Starlight Road, so that is there along with 1 unknown set card. I choose to not attack because I'm fearing Hoplomus. As we can see, Rowan does have it in his hand, so here he goes for Prisma, and we make a bit of a ruling mistake. I use Bottomless Trap Hole on the summon, and when this happens, according to Edison formats, the Prisma does not resolve, so you don't have to reveal and don't send. But we were unaware of this at the time, so that's how we played it. It's also not even a cost to reveal a fusion, as opposed to some later formats, I believe, I'm not sure. And I was going to set a monster, but I point out, hey, you already summoned Prisma. So I'm still like a very cautious position, but I managed to take the game to the late game, so I should be advantaged, I should be in an okay position if I don't take any unnecessary risks, make any silly mistakes. And here I know that my green gadget has 2200 attack that can get over a potential Hoplomus. Rowan, being low on resources, is also going to try to maneuver as carefully as he can. It was a Murmillo. So now Scrap Recycler for 17 and Red Gadget for 21, going in for 38, and I'm slowly closing the gap in life points. But we see Rowan drawing Compulse and setting the Hoplomus. And this turn I get a bit overzealous, let's say. You're going to see me summon the yellow. No, oh, I draw Gear Frame. Even better. So here's the gear frame, activates and resolves its effects. I'm going to grab probably another fortress, yeah, to get that into play. I'm going to enter the battle phase. After explaining what a Machina Fortress does. Yeah, not everyone is super familiar with this card, so always good to explain it to the opponents. Here I'm playing around Mirror Force specifically, so I am going to put my gear frame onto my recycler. Still playing around Torrential as well, so bringing out that fortress. I'm going to attack green Gadget into the set monster, knowing that I can get over it, even if it is Soplomus. And he uses Compulse to bounce back my gadgets. If I'm not mistaken, I'm going to attack with Fortress into Prison. Yeah, and here I should have seen that there was a writing on the wall, shit on the fan, however you want to say it. And I do make the mistake of attacking into the Diplomus with my 21 defense red gadgets. At the end of the battle phase, Diplomus attacks back out. And I believe he's going for Bestiary here. And will destroy my Solidarity. So that's a huge setback for me, because Solidarity is really shines in a Gladiator Beast matchup. Same with like Lightshorn and regular Blackwings. They play a lot of beat sticks that are bigger than the gadgets. But here the game is slowly grinding towards the finish line, and he attacks with Bestiary onto the Scrap Recycler after thinking this through, because he drew another backline, if I'm not mistaken. So finally committing into the attack with Bestiary into Scrap Recycler. I use limited removal, so Recycler goes to 1800 attack points, bigger than Bestiary. In the end phase my monsters get destroyed, but Gear Frame was protected by the Scrap Recycler, rather was protected by the Machina Gear Frame. So I'm going to once again use Scrap Recycler's effect for like the third or fourth time this match. And I'm not sure whether I drew... yeah, here's the gadgets. And here I have, I think, a Heavy Storm, or was that next turn? Aha, he has the Mirror Force to take out my field. So then I believe that was next turn that I'm going to draw a Heavy Storm. I do think for a bit, but I end up using Solemn Judgment on this Mirror Force. This gets me really low on life, but not lethal yet. And my monsters get in for some damage. So unless Rowan draws something insane as a top deck, I should be able to wrap it up. And he's just going to draw another back row. And I am going to use Heavy Storm. And that Starlight Road that's been sitting there for like 8 turns since we saw it in the hand is finally going to do its job. I'm going to use Gear Frame to search for the third fortress. So I'm really glad I'm on 3 fortresses nowadays. Scrap Recycler once again, or... no, going to summon the fortress, call priority on scrap recycler. Still playing around torrential, I guess. And he is going to use Book of Moon on the fortress. I'm not sure why he's doing that on the summon window, but I already had the smashing grounds, so that is game 1 for me after what felt like, my clock here says 22 minutes, so definitely a long game 1. Let's continue siding, let's shuffle up and get ready for game 2, and Rowan once again gets to start the game. We see that his hand is like almost perfect. He has 1 monster and then 3 traps and 2 spells. That's where our decks are similar. You only really need 1 monster to get going. The more monsters you have, the worse your hand is usually. I have a yellow Gadget, and that's gonna be met with War Chariot. I'm just going to set 2 cards, and we see Rowan once again has the Cold Wave. No, I don't remember exactly, but I wouldn't be surprised if he like slow rolls it a bit. No, he chooses to activate Cold Wave right here and now, choosing to get really aggressive, go for a strong early game. He doesn't want to deal with my my grindy tactics. So going to attack out Equest for Bestiary and pop a Torrential Tribute, and that's tough. Because next turn I'll have to get over this Bestiary without using any spells or traps. And yeah, here he once again tries to set under Cold Wave. Doesn't work. And my top deck is perfect. I top deck the gear frame. Pretty wild, pretty wild. So I grab the Fortress. And since I have a spare Gadget in hand, I am going to be able to summon out the Fortress. So pretty much the best case scenario for me. Going to attack Fortress into Bestiary first. Just playing around the Gorse whenever you can, you should. But he doesn't have it. I'm still locked out of using or setting spells or traps, so I'm gonna equip my gear frame to Fortress and call it a turn. Now Rowan finally has access to his spells and traps again. We see Shrink, Compulse, Dust, lots of cards, and he's setting all of them. The Yuri Landsman special, as we call it over here. This is slightly intimidating, but we're just going to calmly plow through it. Some of the gadgets, no torrential, excellent. Now I don't want to lose my Fortress. I think I'm going to play it carefully here and just attack with the green gadgets. And passing the turn. Rowan just has to pass turn as well. So this situation, it's very tempting to start swinging in with the Fortress, but I'm going to practice my patience. Because now he's on a 2-turn clock. So there is 12, puts him at 26, and 14 puts him on 1200. So next turn for sure. But here he finally draws another monster. It's Laquari, big one. There are 2 sets on my side of the field. But look here, Rowan has a Dust Tornado for the first one. That's Bottomless Trap Hole gone. Excellent, he must think right now. But it gets even better for him because he has a second Dust Tornado. Yeah, takes out the other card. It's even better for him because that's a Royal Oppression. So now no back row, so you can just go Unga Bunga, summon the Laquari, attack after confirming Fortress's effect. He's gonna read Gear Frame really quick. Yeah, Gear Frame just prevents destruction. No additional attack or anything. Man, I wish. Yeah, finally committing the Laquari after giving it some thought. It's good to just think sometimes, you know, and consider your options. I'm gonna lose 400. And Rowan is gonna attack out Laquari into Murmillo. And Murmillo is going to try to destroy Fortress. Gearframe gets destroyed instead. I don't get to look at the hand in this card because Rowan simply has no cards in hand. He flips his set Smashing Grounds and passes the turn. And that attack position, Murmillo looks pretty sus, as the young ones would say. I could just swing in, but I know that Rowan is on a Shrink. We've seen that before out of him. We know that he's on Book of Moon. We've seen that as well. And here is Green Gadgets. Gonna enter the fray, search out Red Gadgets. No. Here I made a mistake. I sided out 1 Red Gadgets. I dropped from 8 to 7, so I have no target left for the Green Gadgets. Very unfortunate. What I do have is Solidarity, so I'm going to attack 22 onto the Murmillo. And even if he has Shrink, Shrink has the original attack. So then Green Gadget would go to 700s plus 800s, and that's 50. But he has Compulse. Well, he knows that I don't have a target for Green Gadget anymore, so he can just Compulse that. Here is Book of Moon. Solidarity only increases attack, unfortunately. So yeah, I have to pass my turn. I don't have any back row, so I just have to let him crash the Murmillo into the defense position. Yellow Gadgets. And he's attacking out Murmillo into Darius. Darius reborn the Bestiary. And go for a Knight. Contact Fusion, which destroys both of my cards. Plus, he has an extra set. So definitely a good turn for Rowan. He's back in control of the duel. I have Machina Force to bring out Fortress. And I have a Gear Frame to search out another copy of Fortress. If I'm not mistaken, I can also bring that one out. Yeah, by pitching it in a spare gadget. The green one that he knows that I have. So I'm still gonna play things very carefully. Gonna equip the Gear Frame to the Fortress. Try to attack over the Gizaurus. And get hit with Book of Moon. Now, this is better for me than it would have been to leave the Gear Frame on the field as a sitting duck for Gizarus to attack over. Yeah, he shrinks. I take off his life points instead, but we're fixing that. So Fortress gets destroyed by battle, and yeah, takes out Gizarus. Now Rowan does stop deck the Darius. He attacks into Fortress, and that destroys the Darius. So now I just want to summon my red Gadget after revealing, hey look, finally Heavy Storm. It is in the deck. Anyway, that puts me at 3 wins in the tournament. Guys, thank you for watching. Make sure to like this video and subscribe if you haven't done that already. Bye.